We're here at the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan. I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
And welcome to Game 2 of the Western Conference quarterfinal between the Detroit Red Wings and the Calgary Flames. Detroit hopes to take a 2-game lead with a win on home ice.
Well, Jim, they have to take a must-win approach to this game. A loss here, and it's a brand-new series. You can't do that and still expect to get far in the playoffs.
And here's a look at tonight's referee.
He's got 4 years of experience and calls a pretty good game. He'll let a little bit more obstruction go, but he really cracks down on any careless use of the stick.
All right, now it's time for the opening face-off for today's game. Datsuk won the draw. Into the attacking zone. Over the line. Delayed call coming up. Schneider will get the gate for interference.
There's the contact, and the puck is nowhere in sight.
If he can't focus, he's going to be spending more time sitting on the sidelines. Calgary is about to go to work on its first power play of the game. Let's see if they can cash in.
You want to establish a good power play early, even if you don't score. It builds confidence and keeps momentum going.
Brings it out. In over the line. Wrist shot by Lang. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Run over. That was a throwdown. Legacy hangs on for the whistle. Dandino really jumps into the play well. I haven't seen him get caught pinching yet.
Well, he anticipates where the play's moving so well. He adjusts to make the most of his opportunity.
They're getting ready for the face-off. Calgary wins the draw. Regier corrals the puck. Jelena scores! It trickled in! They used the man advantage nicely on that goal, just like they drew it up in the dressing room. We didn't have to wait long for the first goal.
I didn't think we would. This team saw a weakness and didn't hesitate to exploit it.
Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. Over the line. DeGinla levels him.
He leveled him.
Played up. Brings it out. In over the line. In the corner. He gets bumped off the puck. Out of their defensive end. End to end. One time. Turek stones him cold. He hangs on to the puck.
You better keep your head up or you're going to be knocked on your rear end.
We're ready for the face-off. And the face-off is won by Datsuk. Shanahan now has the puck. Lidstrom moves it ahead. Turek made the huge save. The players are lining up at the face-off circle. Conroy wins the face-off. Passed across. Into the attacking zone. Saved by Legacy. Quick pass up. Over the line. Shanahan gets bowled over. Shoots it quickly. Goes behind his net. Brings it out. Coast to coast. Delayed penalty coming up. Schneider has been nailed for interference.
Now he's got 2 minutes to think about what he did.
Calgary has one power play goal already, and they'll get a second opportunity here. Face-off won by Conroy. Shoots hard. He knocked him off the puck.
You can hear that one up here.
Great save by Legacy. Over the blue line. Taken out.
A smackdown.
Shoots it. He gets smoked by Jelena.
He caught him napping with that hit.
In over the line. He gets roughed up by Lang.
He delivered a message with that one.
Out of their defensive end.
flying. Another hit like that and sparks will fly.
Over the line.
What a sweet wrist shot right there. He just picked his spot and snapped it home.
Detroit ties it up early in the first period.
Jim, they're really setting the tone early here.
He gets run over by Dandino. Brings it up into the attacking zone.
Pitt, a great job of stepping up.
Conroy brings it out. In over the line. Moved up. Shot quickly by Donovan. Scores! I think he was screened.
And they score with the manpower advantage.
It takes patience to score in the power play, and they showed just the right amount in netting that marker. Detroit wins the draw. Over the line. Out of their defensive end. Shove. Over the blue line. Shove. Delayed call. Scramble for the puck. Lidstrom will go to the box for hooking. Calgary has been deadly on the power play tonight.
And they'll get another chance again here. They can't keep giving this team chances and expect to win the game.
Around the back. He scores to make it 3-1.
They used the manpower advantage to net that last goal. Nicely done indeed.
Datsuk won the draw.
He deep right past him.
Brings it out. At center. Over. In over the line. Laid out.
Jim, that was a major league bump.
A lateral pass. Into the attacking zone. Pushed off the puck. Glang. Over the blue line. The ref indicates a delayed call. Buzek gets called for roughing. Yeah, he was over the line there.
Absolutely. At this point, he's just piling it on, and that's roughing.
Detroit will try and take advantage of a penalty here.
Well, we haven't seen the power play yet tonight, but we know they're going to be a handful.
They've got great skill in that first unit. Turret freezes the puck. The ref is ready to drop the puck. Datsuk wins the faceoff. Shoots quickly. Hull scores right through traffic. Wow, what a wrister he uncorked on that goal.
That was an absolute laser beam that found the back of the net.
Detroit down by one, trying to make a game out of it here in the first.
Well, when you get in a hole early, the best thing is to dig yourself out as fast as possible.
And this time, they've gone in offside.
Assisted by number 14, Brendan Shanahan, and by number 13,
The puck is about to be dropped. Datsuk won the draw. Run over.
I wouldn't want to be him right now.
Over the line. Bumped by Warner. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Delayed penalty coming up for Detroit. Shanahan has been nailed for hooking. And you can see the coach here doesn't like that call, and he's having a word with the official. Calgary has scored on all three of their previous power plays, and they'll get a fourth here.
You can't say enough about the way this team has moved the puck. They're dissecting this defense.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. With a one-timer. Leg save. Quick puck movement. Brings it out. Over the line. Shoots. Blocked. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Lidman. Right in front. Big save by Legacy. Yzerman, Detroit, puts its #1 penalty-killing unit out. In over the line. He gets hit by Schneider.
Sent him sprawling.
Into the attacking zone. He gets taken out by Regier. Brings it out. Over the line. Hit. Conroy shoots it hard. Just wide of the net. Legacy hangs on for the whistle. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Conroy. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. In front. Legacy turned the shot away. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets leveled by Regier. Across, over center. Over the line. Shoots! Saved by Legacy. And he covers up for the faceoff. The action's about to start. There's a face-off win for the Flames. He gets pushed by Datsuk. Calgary didn't convert on that power play, but they're still 3 for 4 on the power play in the game. It's picked off by Jelena. Knocked over.
That was a big league body check.
Schneider, Detroit, under attack in its own end of the ring. Regier. In over the line. Muscled off the puck. A lateral pass. In front. Delayed penalty call for Detroit. Schneider will serve time for hooking. Calgary is 3 for 4 with a man advantage already, and they've got a chance to get a 4th goal here. Face-off won by Conroy. Right in front. Pad save. Brings it out. Coast to coast. Dendino gets hit.
Great contact.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Legacy made the save, and he covers up. They're getting ready for the faceoff. Datsuk wins the faceoff. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Sent flying.
These checks keep everyone on their toes, Jim.
Over the line. Brings it out. There's a minute gone by on this current minute. Ooh, look out! Big hit. Brings it out. Donovan corrals the puck. Knocked down.
I could feel that one from here.
Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Conroy.
Very impressive.
Over the blue line. Donovan shoots the puck. Blocked. Dendino leveled.
Man, that was a jarring hit.
It's a scramble. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Regier pushes him. Brings it out. Played over by Donovan.
Hit. That's showing authority.
Calgary wasn't able to convert on their 5th man advantage, but they're still 3 for 5 in the game. Brings it out. Over the line. Cranked him.
It's getting pretty intense down there.
Out of their defensive end. Detroit Red Wings make a full change. And out they come with a puck. Into the attacking zone.
It takes talent to deke like that.
In over the line. He gets checked by Warner.
Ran him down.
Over the blue line. He gets worked over by Woolley. Played up. Over the line. Warner takes him out.
Excellent physical play.
Passed over. Little deke there by Saprikin. Pushed. A lateral pass. Hit.
That looked like trouble.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Run over.
It's getting rough out there.
Shoots the puck in the corner. He gets hit.
Knocked him down.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Gets the shot off. In behind. Brings it out. In over the line. Right in front. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. A delayed penalty call against Detroit. Door slammed shut by Legacy. Lidstrom will go to the box for interference.
When you commit interference, you're not trying to stop the guy completely. You just want to hold him up for a second.
Calgary means business. They're 3 for 5 on the power play, and they're looking to make that 4 for 6. Over the line. Played back. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. He gets rocked by Donovan. Brings it out. Over the blue line. A shot from the slot by Conroy. Legacy closed the door. Fisher. Detroit puts its #1 penalty-killing unit out. Rubbed off the puck by Regier. Turek hangs on for the whistle. What really impresses me about this guy is how quick he gets across the crease.
Well, he likes to stand tall in there, and that makes it easy to get post to post.
And the faceoff is won by Datsuk. Pass back. Bowled over.
There's some physical play.
It's passed over by Lidman. Datsuk grabbed it. Passed across. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Knocked down.
A devastating hit.
Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Big hit. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. Played over. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Iginla. Quick shot. Legacy reached out for the puck. Calgary is now 3 for 6 on the power play as the penalty expires. Hit. And that'll wrap up the period with a score of 3-2 as we head to the break.
A variety of local restaurants offer a 20% discount with the presentation of your ticket stub when ordering. Be sure to check it out.
Hello and welcome back as the second period gets underway.
We've been treated to a close game so far.
Datsuk won the draw. Flattened.
You could feel the impact up here.
Shoots the puck. Legacy denies him. Over the line. He gets run over by Lidman. Brings it out. Moved across. Sent flying. Across. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets thrashed.
He had him coming and going.
Out of their defensive end. Passed over by Regier. Shoved. Iginla. Into the attacking zone. In over the line. He gets laid out by Lidman. A lateral pass. Brings it out. Calgary's about to make a change. In front. A shot from the slot by Jelena. Legacy covers up.
Holy cow, he got his bell rung on that one. That was a big hit.
About to drop the puck. Face-off won by Datsuk. Played over. Mowed down. Brings it out. Over the line. Checked. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Hit. Knocked over. At center. Moved over. Over the blue line. Shoved. Brings it out. Calgary's about to make a change. Rubbed off the puck. Datsuk grabbed it. Brings it out. Over the line. Shoots it quickly.
Doesn't even hit the net.
Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Wrist shot. Saved by Legacy. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets bowled over by Buzek. Moved up. Over the blue line. Knocked him off the puck. Zetterberg grabbed it. Over the line. Turek made the huge save. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. One-timer. Leg save by Legacy. In behind. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Right in front. Quick shot from the slot by Whitney. Out of their defensive end. Short pass. Over the blue line. Cranked him. Brings it out. Over the line. Lidstrom gets mowed down.
He took a solid check there.
Jelena shoots. Legacy got a leg on it. Brings it out. Shove. In over the line. He gets checked by Lidstrom. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Rocked. Brings it out. Puck is dumped in on the end boards by Gauthier. Legacy hangs on for the whistle. Reinfrack never looks like he's in a hurry out there, but he's always ahead of the play.
Well, he's got offensive instincts that you just can't teach, and that's what makes him such a great playmaker.
The faceoff goes to the Red Wings. Passed over. Over the line. He gets roughed up by Gauthier. Brings it out. Coast to coast. Shanahan steals the puck. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Turek turned him away. Brings it out. In over the line. Shoved. Right in front. Legacy made the brilliant save. Detroit has to get more shots if they want to get back in this game.
Well, when you're behind, you can't look for the pretty play. You have to keep it simple, dump the puck at the net, and score ugly if you have to.
And the faceoff is won by Conroy. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Schneider is brought down on the breakaway, and the ref points to center ice. With a wrist shot. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Detroit wins the draw. Woolley blasts one. Shanahan stops the shot out of their defensive end. Over the line. Quick puck movement. In front. Huge shot by Conroy. Brings it out. Coast to coast. He gets out-muscled by Lidman. Datsuk right in front. Quick shot from the slot. Turek covers up for the whistle. Success just comes with the territory when you're a Sutter, brother.
Oh, you're right, Jim. In over 20 years of coaching, from the junior ranks to the NHL, Daryl Sutter has reached the postseason in all but one campaign.
Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Lidstrom. Quick pass up. In over the line. Zetterberg. Wrist shot. Turek turns it aside. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Lidman controls the puck. He gets leveled by Mowers. In front. Legacy gets the blocker on it. He covers up.
I like what this guy's doing. He's getting into those high traffic areas and making some plays.
You don't luck into 2 points in this league. He's making things happen out there. The faceoff goes to Detroit. And out they come with a puck. Over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Saprikin, huge shot. Legacy turns the shot aside. And he hangs on to the puck. So much of this game is about confidence.
Well, that's just it. Once a guy's found the scoreboard, he's always hungry for more.
Defenders should be keeping tabs on this guy. They're getting ready for the faceoff. Datsuk wins the faceoff. Rocked.
He couldn't avoid that one.
In over the line. Right in front. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shoots quickly. Misses. Moved up. Brings it out. Detroit puts its third line out. Cranked him. Across. Into the attacking zone. Iginla. Legacy makes the save. Pushed. In over the line. Whitney gets checked.
That'll keep them honest.
Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shoved. Passed ahead. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Hit. Legacy covers up. Here in the second period, Calgary leads by 1 goal. We're ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Datsuk. Iginla saved by Legacy. Brings it out. End to end. Datsuk scores!
From the backhand to the back of the net in one smooth motion. Goalie had no chance on that shot.
Detroit ties it up late in the second period.
Now let's see if they can use the momentum and take a lead into the third.
Heavy shot just wide of the net. Right in front. Legacy with a huge save. The players are lining up at the face-off circle. And the face-off is won by Datsuk. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Checked. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Quick puck movement. Pass back. In front. Passed. Oh, no! Shanahan scored in his own net.
It's a tough goal to take, Jim.
The faceoff goes to the Flames. Brings it out at center. Over the line. Big glove save by Turek. Out of their defensive end. Iginla in over the line. Mowed down.
He's a bit stunned after that one.
Brings it out. Time runs out to end the second. 4-3 is the score as we head to the break.
Check out the in-depth post-game coverage and interviews on your AM dial.
All right, we're ready to start the final period.
Look for both teams to try to establish control early.
Detroit wins the draw. Conroy levels him. Quick pass up. Into the attacking zone. He gets rocked by Shanahan. The Red Wings are called for icing. The ref is ready to drop the puck. Face-off won by Datsuk. Brings it out. Over the line. Gauthier hits him.
That was intimidation.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Legacy reached out for the puck. And he hangs onto the puck for the whistle. This guy's got a pair tonight, so you know he'll be seeing lots more ice time.
Well, and Jim, his teammates will be looking to set him up for the hat trick. And he deserves it. He's having a heck of a game.
Detroit wins the draw. Shanahan grabbed it, brings it out. In over the line. Knocked down. Shoots the puck. Saved by Turek. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Mowed down. Hull out of their defensive end. Over the line. Sent flying.
He got laid out.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shoved. Detroit makes a line change. Nice move there by Jelena. Turned away by Legacy. Played across. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets worked over by Gauthier. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Bumped by Dandino. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets checked by Warner. Brings it out. In over the line. Buzek gets knocked down. Rink-wide pass. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shove. Knocked over. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets out-muscled by Woolley. In front. Brings it out. In over the line. Hard wrist shot by Whitney. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Scores! Excellent anticipation on the shot.
And no hesitation either. He timed it perfectly.
Red Wings win the face-off. Moved over by Lidstrom. Working along the perimeter. Nice little move by Datsuk. Crushed.
He got dropped.
Offside call against Detroit. The players are lined up and ready for the face-off. And the face-off is won by Datsuk. With a wrist shot, Turek turns it away. Brings it out. Over the line. Across. Cranked him. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Hit. DeGinla. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Bumped off the puck. Hull moves it ahead. In over the line. He gets hit by Lidman. Moved ahead. Over the line.
Made him look bad with that deke.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Right in front. Turek shut the door. Into the attacking zone. Legacy turned him away. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Hit. Ooh, off the bar. Brings it out. In over the line. Big save. Thrashed. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets laid out by Gauthier. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shoots the puck. Great save by Legacy. Gauthier can play the body as well as anyone in the game.
Jim, he loves to throw the big hit. You have to be aware of him anytime you're on the ice.
Conroy won the draw. Gauthier now has the puck.
Couldn't even put it on net.
Advances the puck. Brings it out. In over the line. Rocked.
Knocked him right off the play.
Into the attacking zone. He gets pushed by Woolley. Played back. Gauthier now with the puck. Jelena grabbed it. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Pushed off the puck. DeGinla moves it ahead. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Laid out. Brings it out. In over the line. Shoved. Moved ahead. He gets rocked by Warner. Across. Brings it out. Passed over. Over the blue line. Knocked over. Into the attacking zone. Turek reached out for the puck. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Flattened. Quick pass up. In over the line. He gets run over by Nilsson. Played up. Brings it out. Dumped in on the inboards by Reinprecht. Over the blue line. Hard wrist shot by Mowers. Turek made the save. Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Lidstrom.
Lines him up and sends him down.
Shove. Over. Out of their defensive end. Played over. Over the line. Shoots the puck. Scores!
He stepped into that shot big time and put it past the goalie.
The one-timer is hockey's quick strike, and he hammered that one home. Datsuk wins the faceoff. Sent flying.
There's one to remember.
In over the line. He gets leveled by Woolley. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Turned aside. Into the attacking zone. Behind the net. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Pushed. Jelena brings it out. Over the blue line. Checked.
Let's see how he responds to that.
Into the attacking zone. Knocked over. Quick pass up. Over the line. Sent flying.
He got clocked that time.
Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Datsu knocked over.
Talk about a headache.
Pass back. Big hit. He gets roughed up by Buzek. He gets bowled over by Aginla. Conroy brings it out. Calgary's about to make a change. Conroy fires hard. He misses. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Moved across by Lidstrom. Pad save by Turek. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Stolen by Schneider. Brings it out. Over the line. Zetterberg. Wrist shot behind the net. Picked off by Holmstrom.
No control and the puck goes wide.
That's it. Calgary has won it and ties up the series. From the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan, and for EA Sports, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson. Have a great one.
You